Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Gulsan and this video is going to be very raw video because in this video I am going to be answering all of your questions like where I am from and how much time did it take me to become a fluent speaker in English and what I am doing right now, and most importantly how much time would it take you to become a fluent speaker in this language if you give 2 to 3 hours every single day. So let's get started and talk about everything. If you want to know about me in detail, let me tell you that watch this video till the end and you will be knowing about me everything from today. Let's get started and talk about that. The first thing that I would like to share with you is that I come from a Hindi medium background, complete Hindi medium background. When I got started in 2019, I didn't even know how to speak even single sentence without making errors. That was the level I was at. But speaking English the way I am speaking right now was a dream for me. I used to dream a lot about speaking English fluently. I could not even imagine myself speaking English the way I am speaking right now because all of this was a dream. But I never gave up. I was consistent enough to practice this language every single day, and that's how I become a fluent speaker in English. I'm not saying that I have mastered this language, but what I'm saying here is that I have become a decent speaker at speaking English. And let me tell you a true thing about me, that I am fail at English in 10th class. Like I scored 28% of marks in my 10th class. My friends made fun of me because I was obsessed with improving my English from my 10th class, and I got just 28%. So I was so stupid and people made fun of me. Not people, but my friends, my own friends made fun of me because I got 28% of marks. Like I say, what? I got just 28% of marks despite I was giving my full on English, learning English. So I never went to any English medium school. That is the reason I was trying hard. I was trying to keep up with all the students from English medium school. So that is what I was trying to become like them. And that was the day I decided that I would not only learn how to read and write in English, but I would also learn how to speak this language fluently. That was the reason. That was the decision that changed everything. And from that moment on, I started working on English communication. I started working on learning English, and I just never stopped in my English fluency journey. And today I am able to articulate my thoughts well in this language. Today I am able to talk well in this language, and it's not that I have become mastered at speaking English, but what I'm saying here is, like, even today if you give me a complex topic that I am not that familiar enough, I will struggle to talk about that topic. Like if I have to talk about some topic that I'm not familiar with, I will struggle to talk about the topics. You are at this level, like if you can talk about yourself easily, if you can talk about anything easily, but if you struggle while talking about some complex topics, that's okay, accept that and work on that. I'm working on my communication skills. Even today I work every single day. I am kind of a stubborn guy, and I worked so hard that I got 83% of marks in my 12th class. And that time I was topper in my class, I was topper in my school, because that time no one scored more than 83%, and I scored in 83%, and I was kind of topper. So from then on I started believing in hard work. Like through hard work anything can be done. So I started working hard more and more, and right now I am in college. Now let me talk about where I am from. I am from Bihar, from Gaya district, which is known for its famous temple, Buddha temple. I think you must have heard about that. I live in a very small village where I don't have anyone whom I can talk to in English, where I don't have anyone whom I can practice English with. That is why I had created this channel where I was sharing my English fluency journey, and I started noticing that people started watching my videos, people started learning from my videos. That's when I decided that I would make more and more videos on how to speak English fluently, because people want to know the secrets, and that is why I started making videos. It took me around 4 years to become fluent in this language. Like I had zero knowledge when I got started with this language. That is why it took me 4 years. If I came from Hindi medium background, it would not have been that complex to learn this language. It would not have been that difficult to learn this language. If I was from English medium background, it took me 4 years because I was complete beginner at English learning. I was complete, like I had zero knowledge of English, and that is why it took me 4 years. So if you are coming from English medium backgrounds, it would take less, like a way less time than it took me. I got started with learning English in 2019, and that is where, like, that's when I got obsessed with self-improvement. I was into self-improvements without knowing that I was into self-improvement. And that, like, let me tell you one more thing, that I bought my first phone in 2019, and the first video I watched on YouTube was my Sandeep Maheshwari sir, who is India's well recognized motivational speaker, one of the best motivational speakers. And he's the reason I started reading books. And because I wanted to read books to build fluency, I started with self-help books. And the first book I remember I read was Think and Grow Rich, and that was the best book I have ever read. And from there I build a habit of reading books every single month. And in recent time I am reading 3 books in 1 month. And currently I would like to show you how many books I am reading in a month. I have read 3 books in February itself. The first book that I had read was The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. It talks about how you can have your financially free life and how you can have happiness in your life. The second book that I had read was Thinking Fast and Slow. This book is so powerful. After reading this book, you will know how your mind works. The third book that I had read was The Personal MBA by Josh Kaufman. This book contains everything about how you can grow your business. If you don't want to do MBA degree, this is the book you must read, because no matter what they tell you, an MBA is not essential. If you combine reading this book with actually trying stuff, you will be far ahead in the business game. This is what this book claims, and this is actually that great book, I believe, after reading this book. And in March I have read 2 books. The first book, The Psychology of Money, this is the second time I am reading this book. And the second book is The Richest Man in Babylon. I am kind of I want to improve myself to a point where the things that I dream about come to me. I don't go to them. Like, I want to be that person, like a deserving person. That is why I am trying to become that good. I am trying to become my best version. Like, I am trying to be the best version of myself. I am always reading something. I am always implementing things that I think will uplift my mind and body or my life in some way. So I am doing all of that, man. I am about to be a graduate, and I want to be reading books on business, on money, on economics. After completing my graduation, I don't intend to be doing some 9 to 5 job. Instead, I will do some freelancing, and I would like to work on my own terms. And yeah, that's what my dream has been since childhood. So this is what I do. But if you want to speak English fluently, and if you want to do anything, and if you want to become successful at that, consistency is the key to success. If you are not consistent enough to do anything that you want to do in your life, you will not become successful at that. So for you to become successful, you need to maintain consistency. So similarly, if you want to speak English fluently, consistency is the key. Consistent practice is going to be the key for your great communication skills in English. So this is what I will say. I will say you to practice this language every single day with the methods that I have talked about in my previous videos. Go and watch my previous videos. I don't want to repeat those same things in this video. This is what you need to be doing, man. If you give 2 to 3 hours every single day, it would take you around 1 year, and you will become a fluent speaker. If you genuinely give 2 to 3 hours like focused hours, and you will become fluent at that. Okay, and in the end of this video I would like to say that if you found this video helpful, I want you to subscribe to this channel, and I also want you to hit the like button because it motivates me to make more videos. Okay.